Makta Series 1, and we might get into Power Makta Series 2. Just depends on how long. So, something good. And then we could do Moon Salutation, but I have to check. See something real quick. You might not be able to see me. And I got on all black, which doesn't help. I guess it's nighttime. So, let's see. Do I want to turn that bright maybe? Turn it. That's the candles. Turn those on. First, we're just going to start off with natural breathing. And that's just starting by breathing and focusing on your natural breathing. Next, and focus on it's called Kapapati. Kapapati. Breathing. You can do deep breathing first or Kapapati. I like Kapapati. And so you're pushing the air out when you breathe in. And so you can do a couple rounds of those. 10. Rest. 10 more. You can do a lot of them, all the way to counts of 50, multiple verses of these. So let's get to it. So you see me, I'll be. So breathe in. So 20 of those. You can go longer for longer rounds, like just that short period of time. Definitely. But now we're going to do deep breathing. And so when it comes to deep breathing, there's 3 cycles of that. You got the breathing in your lungs, like your stomach down here. Then you have your chest. So then your chest is going to raise. And then the third cycle is after you breathe down here and then here. Then you want your collarbone and your shoulders to rise up to breathe the air in. And then you're going to breathe it out. This really means that this sinks back down, chest goes back down, and then the stomach goes back in. And so let's try one of those. That was the first, just the stomach. Let's try stomach and chest. And there's a count that you can do and practice and work on as well. And then when we're doing these, you keep your eyes closed. So let's do the third, where we'll do stomach, chest, collarbone, and shoulders. So we can do a 4 count. This is good practice for me to count. Or we'll go to 5 or 6, however long it takes. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. So we did 4 counts. And there's a pattern with those counts where you 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the next one that I am going to do is called Ujjayi. So Ujjayi is, I skipped one. Yogic breathing. So with that, that's pretty much the deep breathing, all 3 of them, and just 1 kind of breath. So we can just do that, stomach, chest, and collarbone. So you ready? So I'll be working on the counts as we go. But that's yogi, or you could say yogic breathing. The next one will be Ujjayi. Ujjayi is this noise when you breathe out, but only for you to hear. So really, when you breathe in, so that noise is a noise that you don't want someone next to you to be able to hear, but for you, you want to be able to, hear it inside. So let's try it. Ready? Okay. So the next one that I go through, which Let me see. Go to my notes. What have I been doing? Okay, alternative nostril breathing. And I've been doing all of those in the morning time. It's really good. It's good for evening. I think it's good for morning time, to be honest. So alternative nostril breathing. It's an effect that I can't really explain, to be honest, because you have to do it. It feels like you're clearing your air, but then it's like clarity to your brain. And all of these, we want to make sure that our posture is straight up, our back is, straight, and yeah. So you're going to take your thumb like this. We'll start with the right. We're going to breathe in to the left, and then we're going to take your pinky and breathe out with the right, and then breathe in with the right, and then breathe out with the left. And you can do many of those as long as you need to. Let's say maybe 2 minutes, but you can go to 5 to 7 minutes. And honestly, when my nose is not actually clear, or I should say like it's stopped up, I still can breathe through and out. I just have to really work on making sure and concentrating on what I'm actually doing. So let's try it. Left the yoga pillow. So leave them listening to this. So let's go. Take the right hand and breathe in, left. Pinky, breathe out, right. Breathe in, right. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, left. Pinky, breathe out, right. Breathe in, right. Thumb to the right nostril, breathe out, left. Okay, good job. So then next, there's this, it's called Brahmari Pramayana. And if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm going to worry about getting it right. But Brahmari Pramayana is sound. You're taking your thumb and putting it in your left ear, not pressing hard on it, and then closing this hand over your eyes. So you take both thumbs, right, and press a little bit. You breathe in, and then as you breathe out, it's a next, we have something in this pranayama breathing cycle series that you can do every morning, 5-10 minutes. You can take a long time and do it for 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Something called Jit Pranayama. Let me see my actual, how they pronounce it. Let me sure I get it right. Let's see. Git Pranayama. So there's the sound. So O-M. It's a language that we all can speak. And so it's the language of, you can say Amen, but and so it's the universal speaking being that people can sit down and be around and basically meditation together. And so what that would look like is you breathe it in and then you breathe it out. And so we'll practice it, eyes closed, breathe in, and then we'll do 3. Ready? Good job. So that is Git Pranayama. And if you don't know what pranayama is, pranayama means breath. So it's breathing. It's our breath, it's our essence, it's our awareness, it's consciousness. And so when it comes down to us breathing, it's important for us to breathe, how to breathe through different techniques. It's just the asanas and the breathwork of life. We do a lot of different things, a lot of tasks, so we can take time from our day and just do these things. Now, you want to be careful when you have different things going on, from like different heart problems or back problems or different things like that. You want to make sure you consult on what's breathing. But also, if you're pregnant, some of these can be good for you as a practitioner, and some of them might not be as good. It just depends on what they are. And so as we go along, I can share which ones will be good with you depending on your situation or circumstance. But make sure that you consult a doctor, medical professional, to tell them that you're doing asanas and exercises and breath work of yoga. So that's important for you to get an understanding. There's a thing about Git Pranayama. There's a note. It says if you are on your cycle, on your period, you don't want to practice this. Like it probably has something to do with the nervous system and different things. So there's another one that's called Nav Pranayama. And this is where someone actually does the and you listen and you breathe in and you breathe out. And so I can play it briefly. I'll turn my earbud off. So we can go through this cycle and we can maybe tackle we can maybe mark do the Pranayama Pranayama as well. But let's go through a whole cycle of this and I'll call them out, we'll do the counts, and let's do some deep breathing. So I'll refer back to my notes if I need to. Let's do that. Note. So Brahmari, Pranayama, and Ujit Pranayama and Brahmari Pranayama. I've read that there was yogis that would practice this for years, decades, and they would practice 18 hours out of the day working on their breath work, like those two breath techniques. I'm pretty sure they did other breath techniques, but it's like, wow, like that's a long time. 18 hours out of the day. And so, hey, this is why this practice is good, because it clears your mind, but it allows you to focus and at the same time, and then it's a meditation, and it's a modality of restoration and relaxation and giving you the understanding of life. And so you can literally do this for 5 seconds wherever you're at, in the car, in the house, you got the kids, taking care of the dog or your parents or your spouse or your friend or your family or your whatever it may be, or just maybe you're getting on stage, right? Maybe you are a comedian, maybe you're an entertainer, maybe you are an athlete. This is something that is extremely good and can help. And I have been studying, I absolutely love yoga. The Asanas of yoga, I understand it. I've taken the time over the last 3-4 years to study and take my time. And so I'm still working on the certificate. So I'm just showing you all what I've learned, more so. So I'm very close to completion. And so, yeah, this is awesome. And 15-20 years ago, I got introduced to yoga, the Asanas, in college. And then I did it for training, almost my whole training, but that was like not the same version of the Asanas and the breathwork and power mokta and all that other stuff. So it's been a delight, to be honest. It took me on a journey and it was good. So let's get to it. Let's do natural breathing for a little bit, and then we're going to do Kapalabhati, and then we'll move to deep breathing, yoga breathing, and then the next ones. Right, so let's do natural breathing. let's move to Kapalabhati. We do 10, 10. Alright, 10 more. Alrighty, let's move to deep breathing. Start with the stomach. We do 5 deep breaths in the stomach and release. Then we move to the chest. 5 of those, stomach and chest. Then 5 of stomach, chest, and then collarbone and shoulders. Breathing in and then exhaling. We do a 6 count. Alright, let's move to the stomach and chest. There you go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. into yogi breathing. That's the same thing that we just was doing. Breathing. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And we're going to go to Ujjayi, which wisdom only you can hear. So you do 5 of those, as many breaths as you want to take. Close. Alternative nostril breathing. Chest up, back straight, thumbs. We're going to do 3 rounds. Ready? Inhale. Left side. Exhale. Inhale. Outside. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Keep it on your own. Alright. Next, we're going to do a couple notes. I want to make sure I get the name right. Brahman Mari. Brahmari Pranayama. And that's over here. If your eyes come on your ear, rest in gently. And the main key to that is, so let's do that together. We'll do it 5 to 7 times. Now if you want to do more on your own, keep going. Pause the video and keep going. Ready? Eyes closed, back straight. Breathe in. To Udgit Pranayama, which is the, we'll do that 5 times. And if you're in a cycle or something like that, please refrain from doing this part of your practice. So, ready, breathe in. Keep your eyes closed if you can. I'm going to do the Pranav for a moment. I'm going to complete it, but you can complete it by finding it. But as I go through my training, I'm finalizing. I've been doing this for about 4 years, taking my time, maybe 3, it's probably 3.5, somewhere around there, somewhere around 3, 4. And so I'll be rolling out with more videos. But if you joined today, thank you. Appreciate you for joining. And do it for about a minute. So if we did that, that's great. It's also good to do this in Savasana, so you can lay on your back and do this as well. So just wanted to thank you all for a good series. We'll get to Power Mokta Series 1 next time. Thank you all. Namaste.